Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about a bunch of mathematics known as set theory. So let's just get started. A set is any group of things, or we call it a group of elements that share something in common. Mathematicians, when we write a set, we include all of the elements or all of the things in the set within curly brackets or braces. So there's a button on the keyboard that will do that, and we can draw them with little curly brackets, and that's how we're going to denote all the elements of a set. So, for example, the set of sports includes every sport we can think of: baseball, hockey, cricket, volleyball, Calvin ball. I don't know if anyone knows that. It's from Calvin and Hobbes. Some sets are infinite, and that means the sets go on forever. We could keep thinking of different sports or making up new sports. When we want to denote an infinite set, we're going to end the set with these three dots, which we're going to call an ellipsis. You might have heard that. It's a type of punctuation. So ellipses, three dots, indicates that the set continues on forever. It goes on forever. We think about listing all the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes on forever. That would be an infinite set. So if a set goes on forever, we call it an infinite set. No one could list all of the elements. Some sets, we can list all the elements. For example, types of finger. I've got 5 fingers. I've got my thumb. After the thumb comes the index finger, middle finger. We call the fourth one the ring finger, and then the pinky. So those are the names for the types of fingers. And there only are 5, so we're going to call that a finite set. So the opposite of infinite is something that is finite, something that ends. If we think about, reach ahead students, I'm putting this on YouTube, so I don't want to use your actual names. But that's a finite set, even if it has a lot of messages. So let's say we have Tom, Harry. Because I can count all the members of the class, it's finite. But maybe I don't want to write them all. So if I put the ellipses in the middle, I can just use, just to show it's a finite set, I don't want to write down all the elements. So it does have a beginning and an end. So it is finite, but I don't want to list them all. Maybe I just want to list 3 names at the start of the class. And maybe at the end of the class, we have Zeke, Zane, and Zebra. So those might be the students in a math class. So the number of students in a class is finite because I can count or see all the members of the set. So create your own example. We're on video, it's a little bit hard. You could think of all the stars in the universe. So the universe is constantly expanding. No one can count all of the stars. We keep finding new ones. Some burn out. We get new ones. So kind of the stars in the universe might be an infinite set. You can also just think of, integers. Integers are infinite. I could start at negative infinity, goes all the way to positive infinity. There's no ending. Finite sets are things where, again, I can count all the numbers. So if I said, elementary schools in London, there's a lot of them, but it's finite. We could list them all. We could get a big list, and we could say, okay, well, maybe it starts with, Old North Public School. We have Masonville. I don't want to list them all, so again, I can use that ellipses. And we separate the elements with commas. So Old North, Masonville, and it continues on to the end. So that's an example of a finite set. The last thing we're going to talk about with sets is a subset is a set that entirely fits within a bigger set. So sports played on courts is a subset of sports. Every sport that we play on courts, basketball, tennis, squash, is a subset of the set of sports. Same things, melons are a subset of fruits. We have watermelons, honeydews, they're in fruits. You can kind of think of your own example if you want. So a subset is a smaller set that fits within the bigger set. So that's kind of a little introduction to set theory. We've learned what are elements, what are infinite sets, finite sets, and subsets. In the next video, we'll start applying this to numbers. So this was a math class, but the page that we've just filled in is only just words, no numbers, and we'll apply this to number systems in the next video. Okay, thanks for watching.